What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/IDontWorkHereLady. This story's called, I'm drunk and entitled enough to mess with an ex-military. English is not my first language and on mobile, so blah blah blah. This didn't happen to me, but I witnessed it firsthand, and I'm not the main character of this incident. So this happened a couple of days ago when one of our festivals was at full swing, Diwali. Some might know. I was supposed to go to a cool little Diwali party, but you know. So here's the cast. Me, yours truly, angry at first and crapping after 15 minutes till now. Big brother, ex-military. Hotel owner's brother. Hotel owner.
Drunk entitled guy.
Drunk guy's friend 1.
Drunk guy's friend 2.
So let me tell you a few things before we go to the story. My big brother was in the military, had serious accident, got severely injured, and some other bad stuff. We don't have to go into that. He recovered, and because of that, he now has PTSD, and sometimes he goes into that channel without showing any symptoms. It just triggers. Important later. So on to the story. Big brother called later in the evening asking me if I can join him for a couple of poison shots. I happily said yes. After 15 to 20 minutes, we meet up and both went to our favorite place to have our shots. 3 shots in and we are ready to go. So we're returning back and Big Brother noticed one of his friends' hotel is open. They serve great chicken biryani and other meaty goodies there, by the way. So Big Brother stops there to wish him happy Diwali. Okay, no problem. He gets straight to register, meets with hotel owner's brother, wishes him and asked for hotel owner, his friend. Hotel owner's brother says he's back checking some stuff. Big Brother decides to wait for him. Cue entitled drunk guy and his 2 friends. I'm not too far, so I can hear everything. Drunk entitled guy comes to the register and asks if he and his friends can have some food inside. We are understaffed due to the festival, but you can have parcels.
They can't eat here, so what should we take?
Grab some kebabs. Drunk entitled guy goes back to the register and asks for kebabs, then goes back to his friends. After 10 minutes, drunk entitled guy goes back to the register and asks,
Where are my kebabs?
Hotel owner's brother explains, it'll take another 5 minutes because we are understaffed. Drunk entitled guy suddenly notices Big Brother and asks why he's not doing anything.
What? Why the frick are you not helping?
I've had to change the words. It was way worse. Because I don't work here. Big Brother is in his track pants and a polo shirt, and most of the employees are wearing random things because they don't have to serve inside. Drunk entitled guy makes a horrendous decision and grabs Big Brother by his collar and says,
I don't care if you work here or not. Get my kebabs ready ASAP!
Drunk entitled guy's friends saw this and they're just sitting and smiling like someone is about to get his butt whooped. And I saw this and approached Big Brother and tried to intervene, but Big Brother stopped me and asked for his friend, hotel owner. Hotel owner's brother again tried to explain to this douchebag that Big Brother doesn't work here, but his alcohol and entitlement doesn't let him do that. So hotel owner's brother asked someone to go inside and ask hotel owner to the register, while this freak is still holding my Big Brother's collar. I tried a few times, but this guy doesn't let go of his collar while using foul words. Hotel owner comes out. As soon as Big Brother sees him and wishes him happy Diwali, and hotel owner proceeds to drunk entitled guy commanding him to let go of his friend. He's sick, so they can be very pleasant or very, very angry if you mess with them or their family or friends. Something clicked in drunk entitled guy's brain and lets go of Big Brother's collar, and suddenly he turned back to me again, saying foul words mixed with how dare I try stopping him, and tried to get a hold onto me. Cue the PTSD. Big Brother just grabs drunk entitled guy's right arm, turns to his back, gets him in a chokehold, and he can't do anything. And now I'm in a horror movie. Drunk entitled guy's 2 friends came to help him, but Big Brother doesn't let him go. It took 5 people to get drunk entitled guy out of that chokehold, and when finally Big Brother lets him go, he dropped straight to the ground, and his friends kept trying to help him up, while me, hotel owner, and hotel owner's brother hold Big Brother back. Finally, Big Brother calms down and said this to those three.
If you can't handle alcohol, don't drink it. And if any of you next time try to go near my brother, I'm gonna break your neck.
All three of them left in a huff. Hotel owner asked me and Big Brother to get some biryani, but we declined and just left, wishing him and his brother to have a safe Diwali. See, I don't know if I could turn down biryani like that. It is a God-sent food. Ooh, especially lamb biryani. Ooh, it's gotta have spice though, gotta. Anyway, that's a cool story. Interesting, cool, bar scene. I dig it. Just be careful, though. You never know who's got a knife. You could be an amazing fighter. You could freaking throw one punch and knock out 3 people, okay? But that all means nothing as soon as someone freaking sneaks a knife into your freaking stomach. Exactly. Alright, this story's called Hard Hat and Reflective Vest is apparently the new dress code for fast food employees. Disclaimer, English is not my first language, typing on mobile. This happened a few hours ago. A week ago, a construction company I occasionally work for got a contract to repair a bridge over an exit of a highway. They contacted me to be nurse on site for the crew. We started Monday and quickly found out that for coffee and lunch, somebody would have to go 3 kilometers away to the nearest rest stop where a cafe and a Golden Arches are. Usually, either me or the foreman would go during the break with all the orders. Today it was my turn. We had to break early because the crew had to work near a high voltage pylon and we were waiting for the power company. So I take everyone's order, jump in my car, and drive to the rest stop. Due to force of habit, I'm still wearing my reflective vest with first aid with black letters on the back and have my hard hat with me. And I took my hard hat with me, again from the force of habit. As I'm waiting in the line for the Golden Arches, the foreman calls me to say there was a mix-up with the paperwork for temporarily cutting the power from the pylon. So we were shutting down for the day. They couldn't work around the pylon because it was the final part to repair. So the orders are canceled, but I decide to grab a coffee and relax a bit before heading home. I grab my coffee from the cafe. Mickey D's coffee is like making love in a canoe. Is that a good thing? And head to the, honestly, sounds like it could be fun. And head to the tables, outside tables. In order to go to the patio, I have to pass from the fast food tables. And then when I hear the dreaded neck clearing and a shrill voice saying, "Excuse me," I keep walking and I hear it again, louder this time, and a hand grabbing my arm. I turn around and look at her arm. She gets the hint and removes it. She's in her late 40s, early 50s, with a classic haircut associated with Karen's, but with a bad red dye job. Expensive, trashy clothes, big sunglasses, and thank God, a mask. She stands around 5'2", 5'3". I, on the other hand, am 6'3", wearing a blue polo shirt, jeans, safety boots, a Bluetooth earpiece, my vest, and the hat on a clip on my belt. The Arches employees wear red polos with the emblem in gold on the left side, while the cafe's employees wear black pants, white shirts, and brown aprons. Here's the cast. There's me, Karen, manager, foreman. Where is my order? I honestly have no idea. What? I placed it 10 minutes ago! Starting to get angry. Sorry, but I don't work here. And I try to leave. She grabs my arm again. I turn around and I'm getting a bit angry. I demand you to bring me my order! Still grabbing me. Remove your hand, I reply with anger slipping in my voice. She complies and I walk away. Karen follows me outside. This is no way to treat a customer, she shouts. I demand to speak with your manager. I already told you, I don't work here. Oh, we'll see about that, she says and starts yelling, "Manager! Manager!" Well, speak of the devil and he will appear. The manager of the Mickey D's steps outside to see what the commotion is all about. At the same time, the foreman had the same idea as me and had just stepped onto the patio. He sees what's happening and makes a beeline to me. He asks what happened. The manager is trying to calm Karen down, to no avail. I demand you to fire him, she screamed, pointing at me. He was rude and declined to help me. The manager looks at me, my clothes, and back at Karen.
Madam, he does not work here. He has a safety vest and a hard hat, which are not part of our dress code. He is just a client like you. And he makes much better burgers in this joint,
my foreman adds, making the 3 of us laugh. Karen looked at us, then at the manager, and stomped off. The foreman got a coffee and we chilled a bit before heading home. So another day, another I don't work here. First for the month. Edit, because a lot of people are asking in the comments, the phrase is, "This coffee's like making love in a canoe. It's too bloody close to water." Oh, and in my country, at least, that goes for every fast food chain's coffee, not just Mickey D. But on the other hand, their ice cream machines always work here. Honestly, a lot of the time I feel like they just don't want to make ice cream or something. And so they're like, oh, the ice cream machine's broke. Because literally, I was in a drive-thru one time, and the person in front of me had gotten a thing, or like a person 2 or 3 cars in front of me got an ice cream. I saw it, okay? So I got there, I asked for ice cream. And another person in the car with me asked for ice cream. And they're like, oh no, it's broken. And we didn't argue anything. We were just like, okay. And then we got fries. All right, this story's called, I saved a sales assistant from a Karen. She then stalked me for over an hour. So this happened about 5 years ago. Now, I had worked at this exact store previously, so I was familiar with how their system worked. We have me, 23 female, Karen, 40s female, and the sales assistant, late teens, early 20s male. I was waiting in line at a well-known book and stationery store in my local mall, buying a card and gift wrap. Karen was in front of me, arguing with the boy at the register because she wanted to know if they had a book in stock. The book was in stock, but only available when ordered from the online store, as it was old and no longer being sold in the store. So Karen would need to purchase it herself online. When ordering from this company's online store, it will be shipped to the address of your choice via courier. Of course, this comes with additional shipping costs. Karen, however, seemed to think this meant he could order the book in and she would be able to pick it up the next day. That is not the case, as the stores, while operating under the same company name, are completely different. Thus, the argument begins. Well, can't you just order it in?
Sorry, our system doesn't allow us to do that.
Yes, it does. I've done it before.
Sorry, since the system is under new ownership, all stores are separate now, including the online store.
It's the same company. You're just being lazy.
Sorry, you'll need to order it yourself online.
They went back and forth a couple of times before I spoke up. He's right. That's not how the system works. She turns and glares at me and says, "Do you work here?" No, I did work here a year ago. That's how I know how the system works. But you work in the mall? She then proceeds to look over my clothes for a name tag or uniform logo. Nope. Nice try though, as I unzip my jacket so she can get a better look at my civvies. Well, where do you work? That's literally none of your business. Yes, it is. Your employer should know how you behave in public. Insert surprised Pikachu face. Actually, that's not how the world works, lady. At this point, you could see the rage building inside her as she realized she had no power over me. I too noticed at this point that I was in a unique position where I could call this lady out for basically being a butthole, and there's nothing she can do about it, or so I thought. With a smug look on her face, she says, "Well, you probably don't even have a job." Yeah, I'm not falling for that. She was obviously trying to bait me into telling her. You can think what you want, lady, but at the end of the day, I'm not the pathetic person whose only sense of control in the world is threatening a person's livelihood to get what they want. You know you're a crappy person, right? Karen, absolutely fuming at this point, storms off. I then proceed to pay for my card and gift wrap while having a laugh with a store associate at the register about what just happened. Now, you would think this is the end of my encounter with Karen, but oh no. She still thinks I work in the mall. So as I leave the store, I stop and get a coffee from the small kiosk cafe just outside. I noticed Karen was watching me, and I crap you not, this psycho continued to follow me into every single store I entered and asked the person behind the register if I worked there. At this point, I was thinking I can't go back to my car because she'll get my license plate numbers and be able to look up my information. Then Facebook stalked me. I ended up calling a taxi and going to see my dad, who lived about 10 minutes up the road, and got him to take me back to my car about an hour later. Sorry, kinda long, but this was my best Karen / I don't work here lady encounter. Edit. I should also note that if Karen hadn't turned feral the moment I spoke to her, there was a way we could have ordered the book for her. We weren't supposed to do this, but when I worked there, I would often do it for nice, older people who weren't comfortable with online shopping. Keyword, nice. We could order the book from the online store using a gift card. So I would sell a gift card with the exact amount needed for the book and shipping and use that for the online store. We could then get the book delivered either to our store or to the customer's address. I would then write down their order number and receipt number on the receipt printed for the gift card, along with the expected delivery date, tracking number, and contact number for the online store's help desk. I would then tell them if the book hadn't arrived by the expected date to either call the help number I provided, or they could call our store and ask for me personally, and I would call the help number for them. I only did this a handful of times because the district managers didn't like the amount of time it would take to do this, maybe an extra 15 minutes out of my day. First of all, that's very nice of you to go out of your way to help customers that might not be cool with online shopping, but oh my god, the moment you help someone, that's when entitled observers, that's when they strike. This story's called I Was the Lady Once. I was at a popular retail chain looking for a window air conditioner for my small apartment. I'd never bought one before or had any idea how many square feet my apartment was or how big I would need. This older gentleman was in the same aisle, wearing khakis and a blue shirt, so I asked him if he could help me, and he said,
I don't work here, but I can try.
His wife then walked up next to him, and they spent a good 10 minutes helping me figure out what would work best for me. They were super nice and said they had a daughter around my age and would appreciate someone helping her if she was in a similar situation. I bought the AC they recommended, and it worked great for years. Not all I Don't Work Here Lady stories are bad. That is so sweet. That's all I gotta say. Well, actually, I love a good window AC unit. They're built different.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.